All right, so before we get to the video, just a little bit of a lead into it. Unfortunately, I had some camera problems, specifically my GoPro, and I didn't get any in-car footage on the track or with the go-kart racing. It just is what it is. But with that said, let's get to the video because it's a good one and you should enjoy it. All right, welcome back to Turbo Garage. So today, hey, heading to the track. We're in the ferry lineup right now. You can see the ferry is unloading. So in just a few more minutes, we'll be getting on the ferry and heading over to the lower mainland and driving south across the border. Oh yeah, this is the pit vehicle. These guys are taking all my stuff. I got Jenny and my son Riley. Right. We got all the tools and helmets and all the stuff in the back of this thing, so the Mustang's empty. Plus, there's only 2 seats in the Mustang, so Riley had to bring us sport vehicles, which worked out well. You guys excited?
Yes.
A little nervous.
A little nervous. Yeah. All right, let's get on the ferry.
Let's go.
Sweet mullet. All right, we're going through the Peace Arch border crossing here. Met up with our friends down here, and we're in Bellevue, Washington, and having a nice bite to eat. It's very good. Okay, we're at the hotel. We had a great dinner, sat by the pool and chilled out, had some good times with some friends, and now we're gonna call it a night. Drinking some water, see the Mustang back there sleeping. What do you got there? Oh, ho-ho. There we got some ho-hos. So we'll catch you guys in the morning at the track. Okay, we made it to the track. People are setting up. I got the car up and getting a bit of burning oil smell because the oil pan has still a bit of spillage, so I got underneath, wiped it all down, opened up the access door, make sure the filter wasn't maybe leaking, it's dry, so that's good. So last thing I'm doing before I put this on the ground is adjust my struts. As you saw in the previous video, just loosen these nuts like this. Take the springs, give it a shove, just like that. Oh, it went back. Just hold it there. And there we go. We got a 2.5 degrees negative camber. How nice is that? All right, in here we've got a nice GT4 getting unloaded. Definitely my favorite car. And I know a guy just pulled in. He's also got a GT4. He just pulled up. We'll check that one out. So our friend Jim here is just unloading this thing, which is definitely going to steal the show. Like, good Christ. So this is one of his cars, which is beautiful. And this is the other car that I know that he's got, this GT4, which is also amazingly beautiful. So he'll be running both these on the track, so very excited. I've been here in 4 years, so this is really cool. Okay, another look at this car. Just a work of art. Beautiful car. Look at that. This old guy here, Jim, he's the one who's driving it. He's the owner of all these cars. He's bringing out his GT4 right now. One of the guys we just talked to, I haven't seen him in a few years. This is his Aston Martin. Freaking beautiful car, man. What a car.
They love to. Super excited. Well, boys, what do you think?
Oh, that was great. So much fun.
Oh. I gotta go get gas.
Okay.
So started the day with a full tank of gas, and I did 2 20-minute sessions, and I'm already at the pump getting gas. So yeah, this thing's thirsty.
Faster, this one.
Yeah?
Definitely faster.
Yeah.
How's that, Dad?
It was awesome once again.
Oh yeah.
All right, so unfortunately, I left one of my GoPros at the hotel, and the other GoPro, there's something wrong with my discs, so I did not get any in-car footage. I got around, I think, 8 sessions in, 8 20-minute sessions. I did a lot of lapping. It's pretty hot right now, but man, I tell you, what a car. This thing just handled awesome. 0 issues, and reeling cars in left and right. That said, there were some very fast cars out there. A Mustang 302, a Boss 302S. There was 2 GT4s out there, and of course you guys saw that Ford GT of Jim's. What a car. That thing was awesome. So yeah, we're just packing up. I think we're gonna have some steaks here at the track. Having a cold bevy now to cool down. Car's happy that I'm not beating on it anymore. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be doing some go-karts, so that'll be fun. I'll have my GoPros for that for sure. It won't be quite the same. But I will be back down to Pacific Raceways again to hit the track. I do have some footage, obviously, that you saw from the outside, looking at the car going by. It's not quite the same. You don't get to see the track. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's gonna be it for the track. We're gonna have something to eat here, like I say, and then we're gonna go tomorrow and hit the go-karts. All right, so we just checked out of the hotel, and now we're just had a buffet breakfast. So we're all well rested, had a good sleep after a track day, because that always wears you out. So that was a lot of fun yesterday, but today we're going out to the go-karts. So here comes Jenny, and we're heading to the go-kart track. All right, so we made it to the kart track, and you won't believe it. We left the Mustang at the hotel and took our support vehicle, and my GoPro is in there. So I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have good GoPro footage of the go-kart track. These are pretty fast karts. They go 50 miles an hour. It's a big track. We're doing 3 races. I'll see if I can sneak my phone out and catch a little bit when I'm driving, but they might get pissed at me if I'm driving with one hand, but I'll take my phone with me and see if I can do. But anyway, yeah, that's it for right now. All right, so fast forward back from the track. What an awesome day. It was wicked. And so today what I'm going to do is go through some of how the car handled, some of the things I learned, and the results of the track, what effects it had on the car. It could be a little bit because I want to get into these brakes and show what they look like. But let's get into it and show you guys what I found. One thing that is interesting is the rear exhaust tips. Obviously in track mode, this one is the one where all the exhaust is coming out, and it's got some yellow. They've actually turned yellow from the heat. And this one, interestingly, they have a white residue all around them. That's kind of strange, but maybe it's from the manufacturing because the car is so new. But yeah, those tips are going to have to get cleaned up. Another thing that you get on the racetrack, of course, is rubber. Rubber flies up all over the place. And if you look at the car here, you can see the rubber streaks going up the hood. There's more over here. Front fender, rear quarter panel. Go around the other side here. I like this side. This has got a real nice streak on it where the rubber come off. But apparently there's some stuff called molecule you can use, and that'll get that stuff off. So that's what I'll be trying. I'll wash the car, but I'll use that molecule to get that off. Another thing that you get to see a lot on the track is this little warning: low fuel. Now, the first time it came on, the car actually did cut out on me. It was low on fuel, and that was after 2 20-minute runs. So I had to go get gas. The next time it came on even sooner. But I realized, and if you look at the fuel gauge a little closer here, I'm over a quarter tank, and it's telling me. In fact, this was on a while ago. It came on just under half a tank. So the computer is averaging your fuel consumption for the amount of fuel in the tank. It thinks that I'm still on the racetrack and that I'm going to run out of fuel because, yeah, obviously you're using a lot of gas. But I guess probably the only way to get it back to normal is just keep driving it normal over time. And you may have to disconnect the battery and reconnect it, and it'll go default back to the factory settings. But yeah, it definitely might fool you thinking you're low on fuel after a few track runs. It's actually not low on fuel. You're just using it so much. The other thing that's interesting are these Sport Cup 2s. They are now pretty much slicks. It's really sunny out, so it's hard to maybe get it. And the pickup is crazy when these things are hot. You come in, I had balls of rubber. It's probably still, yeah, there's still balls of rubber on here from the track that's basically adhered itself to the tire. Brake dust, let's look at, brake dust is just, it's massive. Goes without saying. So I will be having to get these wheels cleaned up. I'll remove the wheels and give them a good clean to get that brake dust off from the inside of the rim and all on the outside. The 4-point harnesses, man, did they work well. The setup, much like my 15 Mustang, exactly the same. They held on, no issues whatsoever. And the setup that I did going through the rear worked like a charm. So that was great. All right, so what was overwhelmingly impressive about this car was the lateral G's you could pull. The handling on this car was unbelievable going around corners. I managed to pull a high of 1.38 G's at Pacific Raceways, which for me and my old Mustang was 1.15, the best I ever did. This one far surpassed that, and trust me, when you go around a corner with that much G load, it's amazing. I don't think you'd do it on the street. The tires don't get hot enough. I did reset my G meter after every run to see what I would get, and I'll show you my last one here, which is 1.26. Actually, let's do that right now. This is from my last run. 1.1 in braking, 1.2 and 1.26. My tires were getting pretty hot. It was the end of the day. The track was quite hot, so the tires were getting a little bit more greasy, so I couldn't pull the heavy G's. But definitely first thing in the morning, man, the thing gripped hard. So yeah, the track day was awesome. I love this car. I'm so happy I bought it. The GT350s that were out there running with me, the guys who knew how to drive, they were still faster than this car. They could pass me on the track. Guys with the GT350s that maybe weren't quite as experienced or not pushing it as hard, I was able to go around them. But personally, I think the GT350s are still the better track car. I don't think anyone would disagree. But these are very close. The Mach 1 was right up there with it. Just, I think the horsepower was really the only thing that separated the two. So that's about it. With this video, I just wanted to share my experience with the track and this new Mach 1. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really sorry I didn't get the footage that I wanted to. I'll be doing another track day up island. We have a local track here. It's nowhere near as fast as that track, but you'll have to wait till next year when I go back to Pacific Raceways, and I'll try again. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and think about subscribing. The numbers are getting up there again. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks a lot, and have yourself a great day.